Good day, everyone. We are the Group 6 from Bachelor of Elementary Education 4A, and today we will be presenting on the Jama Mapun people. This presentation will cover the origins, culture, and way of life. Before we begin, can anyone pronounce Jama Mapun correctly? Okay, very good. What comes to mind when you hear the word indigenous or ethnic tribe? Okay, correct. The first thing that comes to our mind are the people who are rich in cultures and traditions. Okay, let's proceed to the next slide. What is Jama Mapun? Jama Mapun comes from the words Jama, meaning people, and Mapun, the name of the island municipality. So, they are known as the people of Mapun. They are Sama-speaking Bangsamoro ethnic group in the Philippines, known for their rich traditions and creativity. The next slide is about the place of settlement of Jama Mapun. The Jama Mapun are primarily located in the island municipality of Mapun but can also be found in Bugsuk and Balabac in southern Palawan. They are considered one of the indigenous peoples of Palawan, with a population of approximately 10,000 in the province according to a 2013 survey. Okay, about the ancestry. The ancestry of the Jama Mapun is a blend of Asturian nations and Islamic influences, shaped by the interactions with the neighboring groups in the Sulu, Borneo, and Palawan regions. This blend has created a unique cultural identity. Ancestry and origins. Austronesian roots. The Jama Mapun belong to the Austronesian family, which includes groups like the Usog, Sama-Bajau, and Yakan. Their ancestors likely migrated from southern China or Taiwan thousands of years ago, contributing to their maritime culture. Next, Bornean influence. Due to their proximity to Borneo, the Jama Mapun shared cultural and linguistic ties with groups like the Kadazan, Dusan, Bajau, and Borneo Malays. Historically, they engaged in trade and intermarriage with Bornean communities, further solidifying these connections. Next, Islamic influence. The spread of Islam in the 4th and 15th centuries significantly shaped Jama Mapun identity. They converted through interactions with Malay and Arab Muslim traders, becoming part of the Sultanate of Sulu's domain and adapting island Islamic traditions. Next, Spanish and American colonial impact. Though geographically distant from the colonial centers, the Jama Mapun were influenced by Spanish and American policies, particularly through taxations and governance by the Philippine state. These policies had indirect but significant impact on their life. Then, the subsistence of the Jama Mapun people in Palawan. According to a 1976 study, the Jama Mapun survival largely depended on their natural environment. They relied on activities such as traditional ecosystem farming or UMA, marine food gathering, and traditional trade or lumi to sustain themselves. The traditional ecosystem or UMA, the Jama Mapun have adapted the UMA culture, adjusting their planting activities to the annual cycle of 2 rainy seasons, Uwan Taun in June and Uwan Pulin in November. They plant their main crops during Uwan Taun and minor crops during Uwan Pulin. The major and minor crops. The major crops includes rice and corn, which are essential for their diet. Minor crops includes cassava, coconut, sugarcane, purple yam, various vegetables, fruit trees, beans, watermelons, eggplants, lara or small pepper, tomatoes, and lemongrass, providing a diverse source of food and income. Next, the Padilaut in Ngusaha Fish and Marine Food Collecting. The Jama Mapun practice marine food collecting, hunting for fish and gathering shellfish. As Sama Bajau people, they are experts in hunting marine resources using tools like harpoons, wires, plant poison, basket traps, and spear guns. Next, Lumi, the traditional trading. The Jama Mapun also engage in traditional trading known as Lumi. With Palawan natives and Borneo Chinese, they use winds, currents, and pre-motor boat navigation to trade goods, highlighting their maritime skills and resourcefulness. The material culture. The material culture of the Jama Mapun reflects their maritime and agricultural way of life, blending influence from their Austronesian roots and Islamic traditions. This is evident in their homes, clothing, and tools. The Luma or Baong-Baong. The traditional architecture of the Jama Mapun is the Luma or Baong-Baong, a simple, one-story rectangular structure with bamboo walls and floor and nipa palm or thatch roofs. The interiors often features colorful pandanus mats laid over corsair rattan matting with painted designs. The clothing and textiles. The traditional attire includes hand-woven malong, tube skirts, and pisiyabit, colorful head scarves. Men wear sarongs and loose-fitting shirts, often with Islamic influences, jewelry and accessories like beaded necklace and brass ornaments are common, showcasing their artistic skills. For the record, Janit Hanapi and Camaria Sabturani of Sofronio Española, Palawan are two master weavers duly recognized by the National Commission of Culture in the Arts, the NCCA. They impart their skills and expertise by teaching the young Jama Mapun. Their efforts are supported by people's organizations such as the Jama Mapun Tribal Council in the Kalibunan Jama Mapun Association in 2021. The NCCA supported the establishment of a school of living tradition to train and educate the young generation on traditional weaving. The tools and weapons. The Jama Mapun use various tools and weapons, including fishing tools like spears or bangkaw, fish traps, bubu, the nets. Farming tools include wooden plows or arado, bolos, and baskets. Bladed weapons such as the kris are historically significant, reflecting their resourcefulness and craftsmanship. The non-material culture or language. The Jama Mapun speak Pulun Mapun, an Austronesian language closely related to Sama Bajau languages. They have rich oral traditions, including folktales, myths, and proverbs that passes down wisdom and moral lessons, preserving their cultural heritage. The religion, beliefs, and practices. The Jama Mapun believes in one God, whom they call Tuhan or Allah. They integrate Islamic faith with certain pre-Islamic spirits. Tuhan is believed to be the creator, and they also acknowledge spirits like Hantu, Simangit, Panangalan, and Tubangkit, reflecting a blend of religious and traditional beliefs. The pre-Islamic spirits. Certain pre-Islamic spirits also populate Jama Mapun mythology. Hantu, evil spirits behind natural phenomena. Simangit or sumangat, life force or soul. Panangalan or panangahan, birth spirit. And tubangket, a person who dies in sin and return to haunt the living. These spirits reflect the Jama Mapun's rich and complex belief system. Thank you for your attention. We hope you learned a lot from the Jama Mapun people and their rich cultural heritage. We'd be happy to answer any questions you may have. Just comment down below. Thank you.